Hello, long time no video. As you can see, maybe I'm in a different environment and I probably gained like 10 pounds. But yeah, it's been a while. Life goes on. I don't know if I ever showed my fish, but Benzino is still here. Come here. Do you see him? Oh, he's right there. Benzino. Yes, new apartment, new setup. I bought some slime from Fuzzy Slimes. So basically, you know slimes. Do you go on Instagram? Do you go on Reels and YouTube Shorts? And then if you watch one of their videos, you keep getting more. But it's like just someone playing with slime, and it is quite satisfying. I'm gonna take this off. Anyway, I watched one or two, and recently they came back, and then I realized, what if I have disposable income? What if I bought some slimes? And then I didn't know just like one slime, but I didn't know what I wanted because there's so many different textures, and it did seem like, actual mechanical differences. It was pretty interesting. So I got a texture pack from Fuzzy Slimes. Cute. And then slime comes in different levels. If you haven't looked into it, they call it beginner, intermediate, and expert. Basically, like, beginner won't stick to things. Intermediate is a little more sticky, and you might have to add this activator to make it less sticky. It's like borax. There's expert, which can like stick more and like stain things. Thought it was a little strange in the beginning, but I realized a lot of kids play with this, so they say like expert is not for kids. And I agree. Kids are stupid. Anyway, having been a kid myself, kids are quite stupid. So I don't want to show the table because this is a very curated view of my living space. I got 10 slimes. These are the beginner ones. The texture, cloud dough, beginner. Cloud, beginner. And butter, also beginner. And there's 5 intermediate slimes. Icy, which has like little bubbles in it, or maybe like balls. And then thick and glossy orange, that doesn't sound very interesting to me. Jelly, Snow Fizz, I like that one. And then Bingsu, Asian representation. And it's like crunchier. And the hard ones, which I don't even care. Clear, kind of not looking, this might get gross for a little payoff. And then I didn't realize this was like messy, but Floam. I was like looking at it. Oh yeah, the bottom show the texture. I guess maybe there's a lot of particles, but the stuff around the particles might get sticky. What's in? Okay, the Bingsu is all up there. Jelly looks like whatever. Yeah, Snow Fizz. Whatever, I'll play with them. And then they give you some activator, some of that do not eat. Some of the slime spray in case it's too sticky. And a freebie. I love modern business practices. I do feel like they're kind of pressured to give freebies, and it's a whole free product, but I appreciate it. This looks like a cloud dough texture. Oh, and I also, thankfully, they didn't respond to my email, but they did fulfill my request. You can request no scents because they have different scents. I'm not a scent person, and I have a feeling they'd be kind of strong, which I'm not into. So, shoot. So yeah, they listened. And then for light, I have one of my plant. It's like the sun. It's like looking into the sun. I have it in front of me, pointing towards the window, and it's reflecting off the window back at me to light me up. Look at the difference. Wow. And it's pointed away from me. Benzino? Okay. Let us begin. Oh God, it's been 4 minutes already. I'm so sorry. Let's start with butter. Did you know BTS has a song named Butter? I'm sorry. Ooh, okay, it's sticky. It's sticky. Wow. Usually the Instagram videos, they like show them squeezing it. Ooh, puffy. They squeeze it onto the table. Oh, okay, I lied about, is this my grossness? I don't know. There's a scent. Maybe they're, but it's really faint. It might be the scent of chemicals. Never mind. I don't think that's cotton candy. Ooh. Okay, I will say playing with this on camera is giving me some pressure to like react, and I'm not fully comprehending what this feels like. Wow. Okay, it is pretty thin. I think this needs to be, especially if it's a beginner, I think this needs a squirt. And I think they say slime is sticky. Use included bottle and spray for your hands. Spray your hands in slime a few times. God. Okay. Ooh, borax. Okay. Jeez. Unfortunately, I'm gonna keep to my style of not doing any cuts like I do with the food review, so you're gonna have to sit through all this. I notice also when people pull on slime a lot, I don't want to overactivate it. Okay, oh, this is different. Yeah, when people like aerate it, it's bigger than the volume of the container it was previously in. So I don't know if they just throw it out or they let it like decompress and sit in the container and then close it later. I don't know. Yeah, actually, I think the slime industry is very wasteful. Like, I'm pretty sure the influencers, like, there's no way you play with that slime multiple times. You have so many. I'm like, is this plastic waste? I don't know. It's basically glue, right? Glue and borax. Okay. Yeah, this, it's cool and it's light, but it's not that, like, revolutionary. What's it called? Butter. I wonder if this is, like, a very standard slime texture. What do people do to, can you hear it? I get a lot of road noise and extra noise, and there's a fish tank behind me, so I don't know if this ASMR is gonna work. Cool. Okay, it kind of fits back in. Sure, problem for later. Excellent. Well, that was 1 out of 10. Yikes. Okay, let's go fast. Cloud dough. Oh, I want to get all this off my hands, though. Okay, paper towel. I think I'm just gonna over the paper towel to dispose of stuff I don't need. Cloud dough citrus beginner. Okay, this feels a lot more activated. Oh. Yeah, okay, it's unscented. Oh. It's like a wetter version of the previous one. It's cool, and then these are, the temperature of these is like cold, which you don't really get a feel of when you watch videos. I think they add fake snow to this, like the spray bottle of fake snow. You can see, can you see the little pieces? Not that thing, but like the little dots on my index finger and stuff. I think that's slight snow coming off. It's fun. I think it looks a lot more, it looks a lot more textured than it feels. Because when you feel it, it's just like, it's wet. It feels wet and it's like slimy. But then when you actually like spread it out and they do like the drizzle, that looks visually appealing, but you don't really feel like the individual chunks or anything. Good to know. Breaking the, what is it? Learning the truth about things. Okay. Or maybe, not to hate, maybe it's just this company's slime. Yeah, not bad. I thought Cloud Dough would be super cool, and it's just like, oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna assume the real like tactile texture differences will be in the stuff with like hard objects in them, like Bingsu. Okay, Cloud. Okay, Cloud Dough versus Cloud. once again, it's just wet. Oh, it's cloud. Oh, and then maybe it's a little over. Okay, this one, oh, it's, okay. When you touch it, no matter how soft and like fluffy it looks, the part that your hand touches, when you pull it is wet. Oh, but yeah, when you, yeah, okay, this part does feel cool. This part is soft. This is like another substance. Oh, when you, gum maybe? There's something else where like, I've felt this before. I don't think it was in a slime. Ooh, this one's really satisfying. In a way the other ones were not. Holy crap. Okay, wow. Okay, for the sake of time. For the sake of time, I will do something else. Wow. Okay, I would actually maybe play with this. This does, like, this is, I didn't need to add activator to this, but like, there is a still like wet feeling when you, that I didn't expect when you play with it, or just when you hold it. Like slimy, like slime. Oh, and I wonder, okay, if I like air this out enough, I think this is gonna be one that like gains a little too much volume. Oh, look. Oh, this is nice. Oh, maybe I do get it. Maybe the illusion is not shattered. Oh, but it presses in pretty nicely. I don't know if I pressed the air bubbles out or it actually didn't make that big of a difference. Cool. Oh, I should put the lids on. Okay. Bunch more slimes to go. Icy. I'm gonna order this in order of like how interesting I think it'll be. I think thick and glossy and jelly are gonna be extremely not interesting. Yes. Oh no. Slime on my finger. Oh yeah. It's like spider webbing or like you spray silly string? I don't know. Yeah, I didn't even feel this residue on my body or on my finger because it was the pulled apart stuff. Okay, I don't want to mix slimes. I almost brought this to work. I might still do it, but it's a little messier than I thought it would be. Okay, jelly. We're on intermediate now. Not for kids. Okay, there's the black speck. Oh, there was a bubble on top. Okay, I think properly activated. Maybe a little too activated. Yeah, there's a pleasant scent. It is very soft and there's no variation. So like, once again, I don't think they scented mine, but there's like a very faint, nice scent. Not chemically. Oops. This might be more like the slimes of my childhood. I was a child once. I took the science classes. I did after school programs for science. I remember in 4th grade, my mom stayed at home, so I didn't realize after school programs was a way to extend the amount of childcare time for parents. I think my mom just wanted me to have engagement and like socialize. Remember I did I took one for airplanes in 4th grade, and then I thought it was cool, and then I was the only girl. And then I realized I'm not like the other girls. Just kidding. Yeah, that's when I first was like, well, there's no one like airplanes, and then now I'm around men all the time. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, this just kind of breaks. It's cool. Okay, what if I tried to air it out? That's what people do. This might work. I just came back from leaders meeting from church because I'm helping lead family group. And actually I have nothing to say about it. It's so freeform when you're not in college anymore. But I appreciate it. And then sometimes it can be kind of a long drive for me, and then without traffic, it's like less than 30 minutes, like maybe 25. But with traffic, and especially because it's like a weekday at 7:30, like it can take up to an hour, and I will be so angry on my way down because I'm like, freaking meeting, but it's usually worth it. And today was very nice. I think it's, if we get to socialize enough afterwards, then I'm like, okay, it was worth it. Okay, I aired it out. I don't know if you can even tell the difference. But yeah, it's definitely, I think, murkier than it was before. And then let's see if it fits back in. Okay, I have some air on the bottom, but I do think this takes more time to fit back in. Cool. Good enough. How conservative should I be in replacing all the slime? Oh. Yeah, I've been eating a lot of oil. At work, they have a really good cafeteria, and like you can tell the chefs take pride in their food. They make it like themed once in a while. They come up with like crazy pizza ideas that like they came up with. They're like really creative. Not like everyone's so creative, but like I mean, like kind of, but like I enjoy it. And today was Irish week because of St. Patrick's Day. But then I got some corned hash. No, yeah, corned beef with like hash browns in the morning because I like that, and they don't usually have it. There was so much oil that got dumped in there. My paper bowl literally had like, I think literally that much oil spread across the bottom. Like it was sitting in a pool of oil and I had to pour a lot out. And then I ate maybe like a third of it, which was quite impressive, like off the top. It was something. That's my one complaint. There's so much oil in their stuff. Okay. Kind of clean. See all the residue on my hands. Orange, you glad? Orange. Yeah, this needs activator. Holy crap. Thumbnail? Wow, okay. Ugh. Okay, you spray it on the surface and immediately it stops sticking to things on that surface specifically. Yeah, I wonder how people work at Newell Rubbermaid around here. I wonder how the glue industry has been doing with the introduction of slimes. I may have overactivated this. Oops. You see the lumpy texture. Oops. This, okay. Ooh, when I pull it, it might be because of the borax, there is a kind of resistance, almost like I'm breaking tiny little strings inside. That is a nice feeling, actually. But I do, thick and glossy, I do kind of wonder how this is any different otherwise for some of the other like ones without additives. Oh, this is oh, you can see it here. Not a fan. Frick. Oh, this is the realities. This is what you don't see on their freaking reels. All right. Holy crap, that's gross. Okay. Sure, good enough. I will now rub my hands against each other over a piece of paper and spray a bunch of borax on it. Okay. Oh my goodness. I should talk. I used to talk more about my life. I think, and also I forgot what I've talked about, so maybe it's a repeat. I've noticed in life, I go through phases of like, I don't want to say manic energy, but like times where I'm doing a lot because I want to and because I have the capacity to, and it's like a lot at once. And then I'll have times where I'm like, oh my God, it's after work and I'm just so tired of existing and like not responding to texts and not like doing things. And I do think there's like momentum in doing things as like being productive or being like functional. Is this executive dysfunction? I don't think I'm like that. But I also wonder, I heard for women that like with periods, like we have cycles of things. I'm not super affected by my period, which is highly irregular anyway, but I do low-key wonder. I think there's also a lot of pseudoscience with women, but I do acknowledge that it's probably understudied also. Yeah, it makes me wonder, because I'm in a high functioning phase right now, and I've used that phrase before. I was sick a lot of February, and then also I started working from home recently for like a little bit. So I do have more energy, I think, because of that. But like I started a mail thing this week. I've spent so much money on craft supplies, but there's so much I want to do. I spent so much time on like doing the mail thing. Yeah, like making stickers. I bought a printer just for it. And yeah, it makes I'm like, am I okay? I think it's good. Like I'm enjoying doing it. Hyperfixation, that's the word that I was using. Snow Fizz. This, okay, I think besides the clear one, the other ones have like really obvious textures. The Snow Fizz. Oh, yes, this is, oh, wow, okay. Whoa! Do you see that? I think they put tiny little, do these? Oh, I think if you press them enough, they can dissolve fully. I can break them. Oh, interesting. So maybe if I play with this enough, like the texture will get thinner. Wow. I think it's almost like absorbent sponge blocks that when wet, you can like floral foam, you can press down. Wow. Okay, this is the real stuff. And there's already something black in there. Oh. ASMR? Oh, I didn't do this earlier. I bet some of those previous ones could make sounds. Okay. Ooh, it's getting everywhere. How do you do the crackling? They do the. Yeah, maybe because I'm not. No, they mush it onto a table. Okay, I'm definitely airing it out. That's cool. Okay, yeah. Oh, this is, okay, they're still slimy. Like they still definitely have like the wet texture, but it's much less, either I got used to it or it's less noticeable when there's like more texture in here. Yeah, because like even when I'm holding it and squeezing it on the sides, I feel the texture versus the other ones, they might look like fluffy and stuff, but when I'm pulling it apart, I just feel like smooth, wet slime. Cool. Oh my god, it's been 22 minutes. Do I have memory? Okay. Wow. I will put it back in. Wow. That was fun. Let's see, favorites I think are really obvious. This one and then the cloud texture one. Yeah, those were the coolest. Yeah. Crap. Oh, let me tell you the crafts I've been doing. Okay, I'll just say it. I can't add any more people. I'm sorry. I've seen mail clubs of like people sending mail to. Usually it's like artists and people have to pay for the mail, and they'll send like little stickers and like bits of their creative work that can be mailed. I just want to do one for fun. And I know like Natalie does it with cards, and then me and Grace trade letters sometimes. I initially wanted to start with like just 6 people that like I'm not like, it's not like my closest friends, but I know they like mail, and I know they would like appreciate this stuff. And I was like, oh, but is it awkward if I send it to like one person in a group but not the others? And I have like closer friends than this, but I don't know if they care for this stuff. And then I was like, yeah, I'll just add people. It turned to be 20 people. That's a lot. I kind of regret it. Or 19 plus the copy for myself to keep. Yeah, but I do think like while I was like bringing up the concept to them, like, you know, it's like a lot of old group chats that haven't been used, or like people I haven't talked to in a little bit, and I was like, this is good, like, you know, reestablishing connection, something I value. I don't think you can see the detail on iPad. Okay, this is enough. Yeah, anyway, 20 is a lot. Like, for the first month, I bought a printer, and now I'm kind of wishing I got one for more bulk. Because I didn't need a printer, and I just had this one I was like, I'll print once a month for mail. That's, like, pretty infrequent, but I might have already used my full, like, black ink. Or the ink display is wrong. Yeah, I've used it a good bit in the past 3 days, and now I printed everything, and I can wait till next month. But like I printed all the envelopes. What am I saying? Oh yeah, I tried using. I don't have Word, and then Google Docs doesn't do mail merge natively, so I ended up using Adobe Illustrator to do mail merge for the addresses. It was a lot of creative work, or like it was a lot of work, but it's the stuff I like. I think when I have the capacity to not be like, oh my god, life, there's so much going on in life, then I tend to like do more creative things. Which one goes to which? I cannot tell. I think this is red. Yeah, I think like an indicator of like if I'm like having a good time in life and not stressed or like not doing too much is if I feel like writing a letter to Grace. Like that's how I gauge it. And it's once in a while. And sometimes like that's not the only gauge. But I can tell if I feel like writing a letter to someone, it means that like I'm chilling and it's good and I have capacity for thinking about things. Oh, okay, this wow. Okay, the concept of fallout is like these are just plastic beads suspended in a gel, and if there's not enough gel or if the gel doesn't stick enough to them, when you like stretch it around, like beads can fall out. They call that fallout. I wonder if the bead stuck on the bottom also would be called fallout that I have to like get. I don't know. Wow. This is really satisfying. Holy crap. Are these? Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought these little circles were hard. They're actually hollow and can be compressed. So like they won't disintegrate like the tube things, but it's not like you have hard pieces of stuff. It's like, it's hard, but they can also get squished down. Wow. This is satisfying. Oh, and it gets wispy. Oh, I didn't try the wispy stuff with the other ones. Or with the ones I assumed were boring. Actually, no, I did. Wow. This is real nice. Maybe it could use some activator. Let's see. What if I made a big surface for it? Oh yeah, dude, the second it touches, your hand just slides off of it. Okay, wow. Okay, if you guys ever want to buy slime from a shop and don't want to get a texture pack, this was, I think, like $32, but for 10 slimes. There's cheaper ones on Amazon, but I think they're not as good quality. This was the best for the quality and the amount I've seen. Yeah, I don't know if they're all called Bingsu. Bingsu's a good one. And then the cloud one. Wow. Oh my gosh. I don't know how to it's almost like a fabric. A fabric, but you can pull it apart. Like beaded fabric. And then maybe because I added the activate, there's enough like resistance when I pull it that, yeah, it feels like I'm pulling apart fabric. Good stuff, man. My fingers, they're so detailed from the light. Yes, okay. Oh my, I could play with this for a long time. Holy crap, it's been 28 minutes. I can really talk for a long time. I think it's the aging. Okay, fallout. Not all beads return. But less stickiness, because I think the beads do provide some kind of thing for it to grab onto. Or I just added a lot of activator. Okay. Good stuff. Good freaking stuff. Yeah, Benzino? Do you like slime? I think it would kill him instantly if he interacted with slime. Okay, last intermediate. Sorry, we got 3 more and a freebie. Ooh, it looks like an icy. Do I sound like an influencer? I'm actually excited after that one. That one's so freaking good. Yes, this was here. Okay. Oh, sorry, a piece of plastic. Okay. Okay, let me see. Texture, I see. Could use some activity. I guess stringy is cool. Cool, okay. Okay, maybe this will be satisfying when it like swells up. Slight texture, especially when pulling, but it is pretty wet and like smooth when you touch it. No big texture. Really bouncy. Quite bouncy. I keep smelling it even though it's all the same smell. But it is such a pleasant odor. Does it drizzle? Very slowly. Okay, so not like, it doesn't separate into spider webs, but it gets light. Okay, anyway, with my mail stuff, I think it's a excuse to like do little projects that I haven't done before. Like buying a printer, and I bought sticker paper. I can make vinyl stickers now. I don't have a Cricut to cut the things off, and I realized like stickers look kind of not great if they're not professionally cut usually. I think you need to stick to squarish shapes and round the corners, or like, was it chamfer the corners? Because if you just do straight lines, it looks very hand cut because you won't be able to cut it in a straight line. Maybe I can use the paper cutter at work. Anyway, on Amazon, I bought a cyanotype printing thing, which is like the blue sunlight exposure thing. And then I bought, ooh, it's like a drum. And I also bought stuff for like lithography, or like printmaking. Like you can carve into a rubber thing and then you can make prints. So I'm gonna try to do those for some of the months. And these are things I've always wanted to try, but I just haven't had an excuse to do it yet, basically. And I spent a lot of money recently. I spent like almost $300 this week on art stuff, including the printer. But they weren't rash decisions. The timing seems rash, and I feel a little weird about it. But I know like I'll use this like throughout time. Clear. Oh yeah, okay, it's expert time. I think clear will be not fun, so I will open. Oh, geez. That is wet. I think I'm not gonna play with the whole thing. This looks like a risk. Well, okay, it all came out. Let me just spray it. At least on the outside. I guess it's satisfying because it's clear. This lighting really helps. Thank you, plant light. I need to Google if it has any UV and if I can use it for the cyanograph stuff instead of the sun. Wow. Okay, it's pretty. It's pretty. Okay, let's see if I can puff it up and introduce air. Yeah, I think I can. Yeah, did you hear BTS is coming back soon? I have not been following them. I think I'll watch their stuff when it comes out, and then if they're on shows or like there's like personality stuff, I'll watch those and see if I still like them. Yeah, times have changed, man. I like another K-pop band now, but also like I didn't even attempt to buy tickets to their concert, and I have no interest in flying to another city for their concert. I mean, I've already seen them twice. 3 times technically. Okay, it got, you know, this is pretty nice. This is pretty nice. Yeah, this because it was so clear to begin with, this definitely has like the look of when they stretch candy and try to make it paler that way. Okay, I will put this back. This is gonna be over 40 minutes. Holy crap. Wait. Okay. This might take some effort. Shoot. Okay, maybe if I drizzle it. Oh, you can't see it. I see it now. I almost missed in the beginning. Slime. So if anyone I know in real life wants to touch some slime, let me know. I'll bring you some. And then you have to give it back to me, because what am I gonna do with this long term? I don't know. It is kind of gross to have multiple people playing with slime. I would bring it to work, but only for like my 3 friends to play with. And then they have to wash their hands a lot. Ooh, okay, is it string or is it fluffy? It feels a little cloud fluffy almost. Frick. Yeah, another thing. I started, oh shoot, I already said it, never mind. Okay, whatever. I started working from home Monday and Friday this week. And I was a huge proponent of going in office, because I think like the interpersonal stuff, like, I don't know. I think there's some things that you need that are much more effective in person, and like communication, like a lot of the unsaid communication is easier. But God, like Monday, it's just Monday to Friday, but yeah, I've had so much energy after work. So like I used to skip art class a lot, because after Monday, like Sunday I'm like out all day, Monday is like my recovery day and I'm dead, and then art class is on freaking Monday evening. So like I'm already like dead at work, and then afterwards I'm like, I can't do it. I can't go to art class, but it's not refundable. Yeah, but now I can be home and I'll have energy to go to art class, hopefully. So that's cool. Okay, this is enough. Yeah, okay, this is a lot wasted, but there's no way. Oh no. Okay, but then it comes off in chunks and I want to put it back in. Yeah, but yeah, I'm curious how my life will change with work from home. Or that was just a fluke for 1 week and it'll be pretty normal. And then now that I have that, like if I ever change jobs, will it be painful to go back? Yeah, because I did think before, it's like, okay, 3 days a week is like kind of the ideal. I'm like, oh, but then it's only 3 days. Like you're still missing out on like 40% of your time with your coworkers that you usually would spend. And there's a lot of like, I think like, screwing around time also matters. Yeah, but then just compared to being able to be at home, oh man, it's nice. I think for some people it can be boring, like if there's no stimulation at home. I think last Friday, some of us that like just started, we actually had a call with each other, just like talk a little bit, and then we forgot that, like, at least I forgot, that means my status on Teams is busy and it looks like I'm in a work call. We're just talking, kind of about work. Yeah, I thought that was cute. Nice. Okay, pleasant surprise. We have one more slime texture to try, and then I guess I'll guess what the mystery slime texture is once I have it. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Damn, I'm gonna hit 40 minutes without even touching that last slime. I'll take a picture, or I'll show you my slime crap sheet afterwards. It's like a clown car of colors. Frick. Okay, last slime. Flume. Ooh. It's really sticky. Why is it so sticky though? It's not clear in, oh shoot. It's not clear in with foam. It's like I think it's because of the base that it's sticky. Oh dear, we might be ending on a bad note. Oh dear. Oh dear. The front of the thing is getting sticky because the foam touched. Oh shit. Oh my god, it's on my activator. This is a disease. Like glitter. Okay. And I got pieces of the previous slime in this. Oops. It's fun. The foam, like the foam is fun. It's circular, but I think the Bingsu texture was much better. It's like, it's a more interesting version of this. I do think this can be fluffed up a good bit. It feels like a fluffing texture. Ooh, I think this volume might be able to get big. Maybe the foam beads help it trap air more. Okay. Ooh, lost it. That's called fallout. Oh, it is foam. It's like styrofoam literally. I squeezed it and it stayed deformed. Like it just got a little flatter. Fun. I'll be playing with Bingsu and I forgot to rewatch the video to see what I like. Well, I think it was red. Bingsu and Fizz, whatever. All right, cool. Anticlimactic. Bingsu is the absolute best. Holy crap. Do you hear the road noise? There's a noise in my fish tank, and there's no road noise because I live near the highway, and you can hear the freaking cars. And then I've met some car guys at work, and they're like good guys. They truly love cars and like the engineering, ingenuity, whatever. But I still hate people that accelerate and are really loud on the highway because people live near the highway. And people also drive on the highway. And why do you think you can noise pollute so freely? And that it's fine because you have a cool car or you think your car is cool. Hi, DK. Okay. This came off way easier than the blue. Okay, last one. I want to keep this under 45 minutes. Freebie. Okay, you can, let's see, it has the little spider web texture already. I think it's cloud. Something like that. I already forgot all the other textures. You know, filming really dampens your enjoyment of stuff. Oh, and they're both purples. I don't have to clean my hands. Okay. Oh, yeah. This is one of the boring textures from the beginning where, like, it just feels so wet. The smell reminds me of something. It's a sweet, slightly cleaning thing smell chemically. Did you see that? Maybe it's, did I say cloud? I think it's fake snow that just like sprinkled out at me. Okay. That's cool. It's not as stringy. Yeah, I think, yeah, this is one of the beginner ones maybe, where I thought, is slime even interesting? And the answer is yes, 2 of the textures were very interesting. And several moderately interesting. Ooh. What else do they do? Oh, can I make crackling? No, this is so smooth. Yeah, I really wonder what people do with their slimes after they're done playing with it. Or when they buy like several. Yeah, when it's the mixable slimes, it's not fun after you mix it. Or like, it's not as fun. So do they actually still play with it, or do they just throw it out and it's like consumerism again? Satisfying. And lastly, this is almost art. Maybe I can mail it out. This is my sheet of slime memorabilia. All right. Good to be back. Will anyone watch 45 minutes of this? I won't. Okay. Bye. Benzino, say bye. Benzino. 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 Yeah, he thinks there's food. Every time I drop food, I do this near the food. But there's no food. Yet.